You guys, have you ever seen Rugrats Destination Moon before? When Chucky spins in circles and loses his toy rocket? Me personally, that's my #1 favorite TV show ever from the Rugrats, Destination Moon. It's all about the babies traveling outer space in order to go get Chucky's toy rocket back. So yeah, Destination Moon is one of my #1 favorite episodes of the Rugrats, and I still watch it in the private website, WCO.TV, for cartoons and anime. Check it out. So yeah, you guys, it's all about Destination Moon from the Rugrats. Chucky spinning circles until he got sick. And this is also about throwing up, episodes of throwing up, from this clip and another clip. Again, 2 YouTube videos every single Sunday. Go to the title card. Hey, what's up, you guys? Justin Television here. I'm so happy and excited. Today is Sunday, November 23rd, 2025, and this video is all about Rugrats Destination Moon. I've been watching that episode for almost 32 years. Oh yes, 32 years exactly, because the episode aired on Sunday, December 19, 1993. So almost 32 years this episode aired, and it's my #1 favorite episode of all time because this episode reminds me of sci-fi, when it comes to classical science-y stuff like outer space and astronauts and all that space-time continuum, the outer space logic. So yeah, this is my #1 favorite episode out of the ordinary. I've been watching it consistently every day. What I was really happy that in the year 2009, yes, Sunday, October 25th, 2009, they were giving reruns of the Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Doug, Sam and Cat, iCarly. They will give reruns whenever there's nothing to watch. They will give reruns, the same episode, over and over again. So yeah, Sunday, October 25th, 2009, I recorded this episode again, Rugrats Destination Moon. And they also gave it on Sunday, April 25th, 2010. I was really happy to see it on my personal days off from school. And let's not forget, in the year 2009 and 10, I was a high school student. But this show came out when I was just a baby. But they made reruns consistently all the time. They will make reruns, like give it again, like twice a year or some shit. So yeah, this episode is all about Chucky's brand new toy rocket, right? He was spinning around in circles, and he said, unfortunately, you guys, before I go on, unfortunately, I cannot show you guys the clip of a TV show or a movie due to copyright claims from the YouTube company, copyright claims, and they give you strikes for it. If you get 3 strikes, you're banned. Your YouTube channel is banned. And if you try to make a new channel with your same email address and your same name, then the YouTube company is gonna track you, and then from that new channel, new site, you're still banned because you have to follow the rules. You have to follow the community guidelines from a YouTube company. You gotta follow the rules so you don't get your channel banned, or you're banned from YouTube for life if you do the wrong things. Okay, Rugrats Destination Moon, right? The beginning of the episode, Chucky was spinning in circles with his toy rocket, and he was feeling dizzy and nauseated. So he had to stop spinning in circles right after Lil said, yeah, pretty soon you probably throw up. And he was grabbing his stomach because his right hand, he was holding the string for his toy rocket. He was holding the string, and with his left hand, he was grabbing his stomach because he's gonna vomit. So he was spinning in circles like this. You can actually see it right there, Chucky spinning in circles, getting ready to vomit. And right here, he's holding his toy rocket, spinning, by saying, guys, I'm getting dizzy. And Phil said, keep going, Chucky, you're doing great. And Lil said, yeah, pretty soon you probably throw up. And then Chucky lets go of the rocket as soon as he starts to vomit. Bleh! He was grabbing his stomach and his toy rocket like this. And then he bent over to vomit. So yeah, and Chucky was scared because he thought that he won't get his toy rocket back. In reality, Chucky's toy rocket landed on top of Tommy's grandpa's trailer that he won from a contest, from a singing contest. Because he said, You can make fun of me all you want. I got this baby for a song. That means he won the trailer from a singing contest or a puzzle contest, whatever. That he got the trailer. Tommy's Grandpa Lou, he got the trailer. He said we could take it to Florida down the winter. And then Chucky was complaining about, I lost my toy rocket. That rocket was my favoriteest toy in the world. And then Phil said, Chucky, don't you think it's time we gave up? It could be anywhere by now. Yeah, it could even be on the moon. It was a rocket. And then Chucky started to cry because he thought he was never going to get it back. But all they had to do was go inside the grandpa's trailer to go inside the garage. They think they blasted off to the moon. But let's not forget, Rugrats is a kid's show and it's full of vivid imaginations when it comes to young toddler babies talking when their parents are absent. When the parents are present, like Tommy's parents, Lil's parents, Chucky's parents, Angelica's parents, when the parents are here where the babies is at, they don't talk. But when the parents are out of the room or somewhere else or out of the house, when they're absent, they start to talk, the babies. They start to talk when the parents are absent, when the parents are out. So yeah, but when the parents are in the room with the babies, they either laugh or cry because they know babies can't talk. But this is a kid's show. This is full of vivid imaginations. In reality, they didn't really land it to the moon. They just went inside Tommy's grandpa's trailer, and Tommy's dad and his grandpa, they were pushing the trailer to go inside the garage. They actually was in the garage thinking that they blasted off into space. All they had to do was get Chucky's toy rocket back, but it wasn't from outer space. It was basically inside of Tommy's garage. Because Tommy's dad, Stu, and his grandpa, they were pushing the trailer to move it inside the garage, the trailer. So yeah. But yeah, this is all about getting sick episode. You notice that the beginning of the episode, Chucky threw up, right? He got sick because he was dizzy and nauseated at the same time because he was spinning in circles for hours. Because let's not forget, he got sick in the beginning. And when he was inside of Tommy's trailer, thinking that they blasted off to the moon, he was complaining about having a stomach ache. Because he said, oh, diaper space always gives me a tummy ache. So he was actually feeling sick in that episode. He was feeling sick and nauseous. So he threw up. He vomited. Yeah. Because I think Chucky was just stressed out of losing his brand new toy rocket that he wanted to show his friends from Tommy's backyard. He was spinning in circles in Tommy's backyard. I'm just surprised that the vomit, it will suck it up in the ground and make the ground dry. When it comes to like grasses, right? Grasses or sidewalks that doesn't have a grass, like a regular sidewalk from the street or some shit. And when a person vomits, the ground dries it up. The ground dries it up and it immediately disappears. So anywhere you vomit, like if you vomit at the park or if you vomit at someone's house in the backyard with a lot of grass on it, anywhere you vomit, the ground sucks it all up. The ground sucks it all up and make it disappear. But if you actually vomit in a house or in a school, then the janitor has to come clean it up with sawdust and some soap and water and mop the floor when a person vomits in school. But if you vomit outside, anywhere from outside, the ground sucks it up and it disappears. It just sucks it up. Like if you do it in the ground of outside, not in the house, but outside, it sucks it all up. And then it immediately dissolves and disappears. But if you do it at school or at home, that doesn't work like that. You have to clean it up. So yeah. Destination Moon was one of my favorite episodes of the Rugrats of all time when I was a kid. Because this episode aired for the past 32 years. When it's December 19th of this year, it's going to be 32 years old. This episode was aired on Nickelodeon. And it's season 3. Season 3, episode 13. Destination Moon, Angelica's birthday. Season 3, episode 13. Because in Rugrats, they did 9 seasons. The Rugrats, they did 9 seasons. From 1991 through 2004. When it was the end of 2004, that's when the Rugrats stop airing it. Like, they canceled it. They're not giving it again. There's going to be constant reruns in the nearest future just to find something else to watch for a show. But yes, when it's December 19th of this year, it's going to be 32 years old, the episode, Destination Moon. It's going to be 32 years old from now, because the episode aired on Sunday, December 19, 1993. And when it's December 19th of this year, this episode is going to be 32 years old. This episode, Destination Moon, December 19, 1993. So when it's December 19 of this year, this episode is already 32 years old. The episode is the same age as me. I'm 32 as well. I'm 32. The episode is going to be the same age as me, 32. 32. So yeah. What do you like about Destination Moon? Me, I like it when they were all traveling in Grandpa's trailer to get Chucky's toy rocket back. I feel sorry for Chucky in the beginning of the episode that he got sick. It's because the thing is, he was spinning in circles for hours. He didn't stop. He had to stop because he was gonna vomit. So he grabbed his stomach and bent over to vomit. And we didn't see his vomit because some Rugrats episodes, they show the vomit and they don't show the vomit. In the Rugrats episodes, some of them. Some of the episodes shows the vomit. And some of the other episodes doesn't show the vomit. Just the vomit sounds, like bleh, the puking sounds. So yeah. Like, the episode when Tommy threw up, they showed it. And the episode when Angelica threw up, they showed it. But when the episode when Chucky threw up, they didn't show Chucky's vomit. But they only showed Angelica and Tommy's vomit. They showed it. But when Chucky vomits, they don't show it. They don't show it. Because the thing is, Chucky vomits in the corner. He doesn't do it in front of the people like Tommy and Angelica did. That's the reason why Tommy and Angelica's vomit was shown. But Chucky's vomit was not shown because whenever Chucky vomits, he does it in the corner. He does it in the corner or the other side. And let's not forget, there was this other episode when Chucky threw up. Episode A Dose of Dill, when everybody was pretending to be hurt or sick to get Tommy's parents' attention. So yeah, in that episode, he vomited too. In the corner when he was looking at Dill's rocking motion chair that causes him to get motion sickness. So he did. He actually vomited twice, Chucky. But Tommy and Angelica, they only threw up one time. They never threw up again. Tommy and Angelica, they threw up once, but Chucky vomited twice in different episodes. Destination Moon and A Dose of Dill. Those were the only two episodes that Chucky vomits. So yeah. So before I close out the video, you guys, I understand this is gross to talk about, but you have to be strong and you're going to have to deal with it anyway. A lot of people that I know has gotten sick before. A lot of people has thrown up before. Everybody vomits when they're sick. It's part of the human bodily function. I know it's not good to throw up and people don't like talking about it because it's embarrassing. And especially when you throw up in front of people, that's super embarrassing because it's humiliating. But me personally, I don't mind talking about this. I did talk about this before in my previous video about which Rugrat character pukes the most. I talked about it. I don't have no problem talking about a person throwing up because I'm used to it. Everybody throws up when they're sick. Everybody. Speaking of everybody, before I close out the video, I'm going to show you TV stars, rappers, and a person who got sick in front of everybody before. This is a picture of Eminem from the movie 8 Mile, right? His name is not Eminem. His character name is Jimmy. Jimmy B. Rabbit Smith Jr. He was rapping in the bathroom to get ready for his first rap battle. And then he drank the tainted water from the sink. The water was tainted, so it causes him to vomit. Jimmy was practicing his battle rapping in the bathroom. And then when he drank the tainted water, he ran to the toilet to vomit. So B. Rabbit got sick. He vomited. The movie 8 Mile, Eminem, the rapper. Jimmy Smith, B. Rabbit. So he was rapping in the B. Rabbit, right? His name is B. Rabbit. He was rapping in the bathroom to get prepared for his first rap battle at the shelter. And he got sick because he drank the tainted water from the sink. And he ran to the toilet to vomit. And you can hear the vomiting sounds. Yeah, so he got sick. And then his friend Future, they were talking about having a conversation of him coming out from the bathroom. He said, niggas obviously got something against me. I go to the bathroom, I come right back out. And then Future said, they ain't no bullshit about... Hold on, man. You fucking threw up on yourself, huh? Come here! Yo, B-Rabbit. Where you going? He hurled on his shirt. See? The rapper Eminem, the character from the movie 8 Mile, he got sick. And there's another person who got sick, and he's also a rap. He's no, not a rapper. He's also a musician, a singer. His name is Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber had a private concert at Arizona Phoenix in September of 2012. Before his audition to sing in the stage in front of everyone, he said the only reason that he threw up is he had spaghetti with milk for lunch. He ate so much of it. And let's not forget, usually when you become a singer or a rapper, you bounce up and down a lot. You're bouncing, you're jumping up and down when you're singing or rapping or some shit. You're moving around a lot. And a lot of viewers will be, yeah, like cheering you on. Yeah. So when Justin Bieber held down for a second, because he was jumping up and down a lot on a full stomach, because Justin Bieber ate spaghetti and drank milk, and the mixture in his stomach didn't agree with him. So when Justin Bieber was doing a lot of bunch of jumping and his hops, he had to bend over because he got sick. Justin Bieber got sick and he threw up. Justin Bieber literally threw up on stage because he was jumping up and down on a full stomach, because he ate a lot of spaghetti and meatballs with milk. He didn't drink juice, he didn't drink water, he drank milk with spaghetti. That messed up his stomach during his one night singing. So he was singing on stage. This happened to him in Arizona, in Phoenix, in September of 2012. Justin Bieber, he threw up. He literally threw up. So yeah, Justin Bieber got sick. And the next person who got sick was me. My own self, my own personal self. The last time I threw up was on Halloween of this year, 2025, right? Because I did a lot of video recording for my Halloween episode, A Nightmare on Justin Television Street. Go check it out. So yeah, I got sick. I threw up like 3 times because I ate so much candy in one sitting and my stomach was hurting me. I was having cramps and I felt nauseous, and then I threw up. The last time I threw up was the day on Halloween. Halloween of this year. Yeah. So I got sick and I threw up like 3 times every 10 minutes. But then a few hours later, I started to feel better because I was drinking ginger ale and having Pepto-Bismol. I was drinking ginger ale and taking Pepto-Bismol for my upset stomach. So then I felt better. I threw up too, but I don't throw up as much as I used to. Because I remember in middle school, I used to puke a lot, and all of my classmates would say I would do it on purpose to get attention. That's not true. Because when you're a kid, you get sick a lot when you're a kid. But when you get older, right? Like when you go to high school, right? High school years and college years, guess what? I didn't puke anymore. I didn't get sick anymore. Because when you get older, you don't get sick as much. You only get sick a lot when you're a little kid, because of a lot of flu, a lot of viruses attacking you on the insides. Yeah. When you're a little kid, you get sick a lot to get rid of the flu, the virus. But when you get older, like when you're a high school student or a college student, you don't get sick as much. There you have it. And the next person who threw up was the hockey referee from NHL Center Ice. On Friday, January 2nd, 2015. Yes, that was the day that there was a hockey game of Tampa Bay Lightning versus Pittsburgh Penguins. And on the second quarter of Center Ice, the minute was 7 minutes and 37 seconds of the gameplay. The first quarter of the Center Ice, the referee, Mike Lego, he got sick. He literally got sick. He threw up in the center of the ice. They had to call a timer. One of the referees and the announcers had to call a timeout because the referee in the hockey area, the referee named Mike Lego, got sick. He threw up on the spot. He literally threw up on the spot. like 2 times already. And then he had to leave because the manager, the announcer, they said Mike Lego is gonna have to leave. And then he left since he got sick. The hockey referee, Mike Lego, he got sick. And the next person who got sick, who threw up, was Carl Gallagher from the TV series Shameless. I was watching season 6 of Shameless a few days ago on my computer, and Carl had a jail buddy named Nick, and they were hanging out together, and they got to know each other, and they were friends. They were best friends since they were both in prison, Carl and Nick. And it turns out that Carl's best friend Nick killed a kid for stealing his bicycle, and Carl told Nick, it ain't worth it, man. You know, corn on the farm, let that bike go. But he didn't listen to Carl. He didn't listen to him. So when Carl went to the person's house who Nick killed to get his bicycle back, Carl said, yo, what'd you do? And then Carl went upstairs to see the house. The women was screaming by saying, my baby. She was screaming and crying because it was terrifying. And when Carl saw the dead body on the ground, he literally got sick. He threw up. He puked. Carl, when he saw the dead body on the ground. And then he got sick from the stairwell. Carl, he got sick. He was like, it was shocking for him to see that shit. It was shocking. He was like, He got sick in the stairwell, Carl, because he went up the stairs, because the house has a stairwell. So he got sick in the stairwell, Carl Gallagher. He threw up at the stairwell. And then his friend Nick said, call the cops. You better split. And Carl was like, why? And then he was so scared, he ran away. Carl threw up and then ran away so he doesn't go to jail. When he saw his friend Nick going to jail, he was heartbroken and traumatized at the same time, Carl. And then he opened up to Fiona and told her what happened to him. That's why. And the next person who got sick and threw up was, who else? Oh, yes. Yes. You know the guy, you know the TV artist, Tracy Morgan? He used to do the voiceover of Spoonie Love for Crank Yankers, and he was in a bunch of movies with Ice Cube, like Barbershop and Like Mike and the other movies, Tracy Morgan. Guess what happened to him? He threw up. But it happened this year when he went to the New York Knicks game on St. Patrick's Day, Monday, March 17 of this year. Tracy Morgan threw up at a basketball game. He was watching the New York Knicks play against, I don't know who, was it Los Angeles Lakers or Clippers? I'm not sure. I really, because like I said, I'm not really into sports. I don't know that much about sports. The only sport I consistently know the most is hockey. NHL Center Ice. That's it. But yes, when Tracy Morgan went to a basketball game, right, on St. Patrick's Day of this year, Monday, March 17, right, he saw the game and then he literally got sick. He was feeling nauseous. He was like talking to one of his seat buddies, feeling nauseous, and he literally threw up on the spot. And then they have to call security to escort him out because he was throwing up a lot, Tracy Morgan. He's a TV actor, Tracy Morgan. He threw up a lot. The day when he went to the Knicks game on St. Patrick's Day of this year, Tracy Morgan literally threw up. He literally threw up on the spot. And then they had to call the EMS and the coach to drag him out of the court since he threw up a lot, Tracy Morgan. He was explaining everybody on his Instagram post, sorry you have to see that. I know me throwing up was scary and embarrassing. He was letting his fans know that he didn't mean to get sick. He said he had food poisoning, which is true because many people knew that he had food poisoning. That's why he was feeling a little bit nauseous at the center of the game. It was something he ate. Tracy Morgan was experiencing food poisoning that he literally vomited all over the place at the center of the game when he saw the New York Knicks game on St. Patrick's Day. And to close out the video, one more person did throw up. Drake Bell from the superhero movie. He was fighting the Dragonfly because Drake, aka Rick Riker, he was he was actually an unknown, unpopular teenage boy who doesn't get that much attention in high school. He's more like a accident prone. He's more like an accident teenager, an accident prone, because he does everything so clumsy. Rick Riker. He's clumsy. He does things very, very clumsy. So yeah, he got sick. He literally threw up in the trash can, and he also threw up when his uncle and his aunt said, "Don't forget to feed the fish." He threw up all over the fish tank. Drake threw up twice. He threw up in the fish tank, and he also threw up in the trash can. Drake, the character Rick Riker from the movie Superhero Movie. That's all I can think of, you guys. And to close out the video, the rapper Eminem, when he wrote the lyrics "Lose Yourself," the word vomit was there. His vomit on his sweater, "Mom spaghetti, he's nervous." Because that was part of the movie 8 Mile. He was writing his lyrics about lose yourself. So to close out the video, I'm going to show you guys Eminem's lyrics, "Lose Yourself," for a couple of seconds. This is the lyrics. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arm heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. "Mom spaghetti, he's nervous." Through the surface of so on and so on, his lyrics. Because he literally threw up. In the beginning of the movie 8 Mile, he threw up. Vomit on his sweater from the movie 8 Mile. That's part of it. Okay, you guys, I hope you find this video very satisfying. Comment down my YouTube channel and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. You guys, let me know out there if you ever throw up before. I understand if you don't want to talk about it. It's all right. I understand. It could get embarrassing sometimes. But sometimes in life, you do have to talk about this, especially when you're about to go see a doctor. You need to let him or her know that you're vomiting a lot, either food poisoning, stomach virus, or whatever. We all throw up when we get sick. Everybody gets sick sometimes, all right? Everybody gets sick sometimes. There's no shame in it. We all throw up when we're sick. We all puke sometimes when we're sick. It happens. Hit that like button, leave some comments, and hit or jam that subscribe button. So you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys next time.